Everybody got a dumb person in the family, and if you don't think so, it's you, all right? Just saying. My mom thinks I'm the dumb one in the family. And I know my mom thinks I'm the dumb one because when I was 8, she spelled out a word she didn't want me knowing. You know how some of y'all do your kids? No more drink for Timmy because he's about to go to BED. That's what my mom did with me. You know what she spelled out when I was 8? My name. She thought I was so dumb she could spell my name in front of me when I was 8 and I wouldn't know. In front of my brother who's dumb, right? She said, keep it a secret, Justin. Do not tell Preacher. And I'm sitting there like, that's me. My brother over there, Pre. Okay, carry the A. I've got, yo, preacher, who the heck is Pikachu?
Now he's holding my license and he goes, Michael, can you confirm the month and date of your birth? I go, yeah, sure, it's December 10th. And he goes, December 10th? And you know when a police officer says the thing that you just said back to you and you just lose all confidence in your answers? That's what happened to me. I was like, I don't know, could be July 19th. Who knows? I thought that was my birthday, but I've never been sure of anything less. So, would love to change it to whatever you think the answer is, sir. Can I call a friend? I don't know, I'm panicking. And he's like, well, I'm asking you this because you have a failure to appear in court for another speeding ticket you got. So why don't you tell us about that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing about it. He goes, really? Really? You know nothing about that? Really? And I go, no, I swear to God. He's like, you're telling me that the fucking computer is lying to me? Like, he starts screaming at me. I turn into Kermit the Frog. I'm like, ah! My arms are shaking. I'm wiggling. I don't know what I'm doing.
I looked at you and said, oh, oh, oh. Oh, baby, am I crazy? So tender.
Friend of mine's wife turned 38. She wasn't real happy about it. So he thought as a joke, he'd go to the bakery and he bought 2 cakes. One said happy and had a 3 on it. The other one said birthday and had an 8 on it. And he said, Bill, I walked up to the checkout stand, I set the cakes down, the little girl at the register goes, oh, do you have twins? Yep, my wife was in labor for 5 years. Here's your sign. My son's playing piano and he's pretty dang good at it. And the other day I was sitting in the den watching TV and he came in and he goes, hey, Dad, I want to play you a song on the piano. And I said, oh, cool. So we walk into where the piano is, and he goes, I'm going to play you a song from Harry Potter. And I said, oh, the movie? And he goes, no, the book. Here's, and I go, I was in an office building a couple weeks ago. There's standing at the elevators on the ground floor. The up button is pushed. A man walks up next to me and goes, excuse me, are these the elevators that go up? No. These go side to side. The up ones are down the hall. He walked away. Here's your sign. I went elk hunting a couple years ago, got me a nice bull elk, had him out on the wall of my den, and my neighbor, who I love to death, but he's just dumber than a bag of rocks. We had been in the den drinking beer and shooting pool for about an hour before he finally looked up on the wall and saw the head and went, oh man, I didn't see that. I think, did you shoot that thing? I said, nope, just ran through the wall and got stuck. Here's your sign.
I have a friend who works in the grocery store and the produce department, and when he's stacking melons, he solves financial crises and shares his solutions with us. So he came up to me one day, Brian, you want me to tell you how the mortgage meltdown happened? Would ya? Would you explain it at me? I'd be happy to. Okay, you have a mortgage, right? Right. You pay your mortgage at the bank, right? Right. They bundle those with other risky securities and sell those to speculators, right? Do I still get a lollipop? I feel like someone's explaining a magic trick to me. I put your quarter in my hand, right? Right. I close it, right? Right. It's gone. So I ain't got a quarter no more? Exactly.
These McDonald's fries are truly amazing, right? Has your mother ever made anything as good as a McDonald's fry? Not even close. We lie to ourselves when we eat McDonald's fries. We're like, oh, they're so thin, they couldn't be fattening. You ever eat too many McDonald's fries? Of course not! There's never enough of them. There's always that moment when you're eating McDonald's fries where you're like, what happened? Where'd they go? Then you start scrounging for the fry crumbs. You're like, no, that's just a piece of paper from the straw. But it was touching the fries, so. Sometimes there's a loose fry in the bag. You know, the bonus fry? It's like Jesus is up in heaven. Give him an extra fry.
One of the dumbest arguments we ever got into was we were watching a basketball game, and in the third quarter, LeBron James had missed a dunk. He looked over at me, and he goes, ha! LeBron James sucks! I don't know how much you all know about LeBron James, but LeBron James got drafted out of high school at 17 years old. He was the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. He signed a $95 million contract with Nike. 3-time NBA champion, 4-time league MVP, youngest player to score 35,000 points ever. My friend Daryl has failed his driver's test 4 times. 4 whole times. Daryl sucks, okay? Yeah. Yep. I didn't even know you got to take the test 4 times. I thought after you failed the second time, they were like, hey, you know what? Here's a $50 Uber credit. You don't get to drive anymore. You're a danger to society.
Or what is he plural for? Ox. Oxen. The farmer used his oxen. Brian, what? Brian, what's the plural for box? Boxen. I bought 2 boxen of donuts. Oh, no, Brian, no. Let's try another one. Erwin, what is he plural for? Goose. Geese. I saw a flock of geese. Brian, what? Brian, what's the plural for? Moose. Moosin. I saw a flock of moosin. There are many of them, much moosin. Out in the woods, in the woodsin. The meat's wanting the food. Food is to eating, is it? The meat's wanting the food and in the wooding in, is it? And the food in the wooding is.
You had a dog with no legs? Yeah, he was great. I had him for many years. Oh, so what'd you call him? Seriously? Seriously? What? I had a dog with no legs. What did you call him? Seriously? Okay, you're a comedian, right? Yeah. I had a dog with no legs. Ask me again. What'd you call him? I didn't call him anything because he could never come. It's not funny!
So I go into the Dairy Queen, I figured I'm all set, there's only one guy in line. But it's a very skinny guy. And he's asking questions. At Dairy Queen! What do you have to know? Chocolate, vanilla, you want stuff on it? Get out of the line. He's asking, how big is the small? Is it big? No, it's small. Smalls are small. That's why they call them small. It's 89 cents. Here's $10. Buy 11 of them. Get off the ball. It's 100 degrees. I have to hear how big is the small, is it big? And that's when I killed him, Your Honor. Case dismissed.
Sometimes my wife gets mad at me for behaving wrong in her dreams. That ain't fair. I had a horrible dream last night. You want to hear about it? No, I'm going to tell you anyway. A grizzly bear was chasing me through the woods with his teeth. He was going to eat me. And you did nothing. You just sat there and you didn't do a thing. What was I doing? You were playing poker with a rabbit. That's what you were doing. And that's the thing. You would do something like that. You would play poker with a rabbit. Well, I was being eaten by a bear. Luckily, a giant unicorn came and saved me with his laser horn. That's how I got saved, not by you.